on alert. We have a possible kidnapping. Officers needed in Gramercy. Please copy.
Say cheese. Wave to my grandma.
Pay for Horizon 4 and over 100 great games with Xbox Game Pass.
Spider-Man! Coming up! Aw, you guys are like little kingpins in training. So cute! You ass! Open fire! I can't believe what I'm seeing! Beginning to think we're outmatched here!
Alright, hello everyone. So I know I'm gonna kind of wait a little bit. I know we're gonna start a story mode right now. Had a small change of plans. I can't stream today as long as I wanted to, and I might have to work tonight. But if I don't, I'll probably come back and we'll start a fresh new game, which I think will be a lot of fun. Maybe even a little more entertaining, which is always a good thing. But other than that, we're just kind of going through half an hour, so I figured I'd try to do some more benchmark stuff, fight a little bit more crime, and show off more of this amazing game. And now we're gonna go on a little car chase. Or not. Oh! Nothing quite like getting hit by the police.
Please tell me your horn plays Dixie.
I'm not gonna lie, when he says, I hope your horn plays Dixie, I don't know what he's talking about. But for whatever reason, I think of Dolly Parton. I don't know why. Yeah, I really like this one. Now wait for the bozos around the corner. Oh, get out of the way, dude! Oh shit! Oh shit! They totally just hit that dude. Oh, I've never seen that before. Oh, I feel really bad. Oh, I'm still blown away. That guy totally just died. There's no doubt about it. And he's not even still under that car. Oh, I'm so shaken up by this. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Oh! Yoink. Ow. Okay, guys, calm down. Not you, why would I also think that's a nice little touch too. If you see when you're in the air, he's just kind of flicking him a little bit so much, or kind of makes more sense on why when he's like holding the webs down, he's swinging. If that makes any sense, I think it's pretty cool. And away we go. Back to doing our Sky Skipper benchmark right here. That's what we've been doing on since yesterday. We started that. We are on the 3rd level of it. So we have to do 5,000 point launches. I think we're at about 2,600.
Attention unit. Civilians are trapped following a car crash. Incident was reported near Trinity.
Alright, car crash, here we come. Slowly but surely.
Car wreck down there.
Alright, let's see what we can do here to help. You know, it's been weird. Since post-game, there hasn't been so many of the ones where you actually have to take the door off of the semi-truck, which we used to have to do a lot of. But now lately it's just been rip the door off the car and lift that car up.
Don't panic. I'm here.
Whoop. So there's a need to throw everything in the sun. Oh, I feel bad about that too. Like, I'm totally hitting those people. She just called me a stupid dude in a ski mask? This is obviously not a ski
Find
mask.
whoever caused this wreck before anyone else gets hurt.
New Yorkers are just so... Ugh. Whoop, there he is. Why did I pass him? It is Spider-Man. Spider-Man! You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. God, if there are any cranes here, Spider-Man would just be whipping all over the place, if you know what I mean.
Guys, that pile-up was a doozy.
Nope, dodge. Dodge, you dodge. Okay, you son of a bitch. See, plus I feel like that one, at least it's a little bit better since I'm webbing him out into the road. I feel like there's some form of cushion, even though there probably isn't. Versus the other one where I just chuck him out of the car. These traps have got to be amazing.
Sorry.
Alright, now we'll just do her again. So let's see, how are we doing benchmark wise now? Right now, okay, so we've got 2,784 out of 5,000. So, you know, we got a ways to go. Oh man, nice. Going for a walk in the park. Deciding to beat someone up in public. Those are some of the ones I don't super understand. Is like, obviously if you're beating some dude's ass in the middle of a park, do you think someone's gonna say something? With that said, the only nice people I met in New York when I was there were Mormons. Now, if you are Mormon, nothing against you, but I was so naive and I was so excited. They're like, oh hey, you looking good? They're like, oh thanks, person. And of course my girlfriend, who's from that area, she just kind of blew by, kept talking. Little did I know, these nice people were not just nice people. They're like, oh that's great, here you're from Michigan, that's super cool. And then they asked me to come to their church, right down the street. And that's when I knew, those sons of bitches, they didn't care about my nice jacket. They didn't care about my beautiful personality. All they cared about was me getting in their Mormon church. And I really felt, I felt hurt. Felt used. Like a wet blanket. Which I know doesn't really make any sense at all. But my feelings are my own, and you can't judge me for how I feel. If I feel a certain way, that should be fair enough for you. You know, you ever get to that point when you talk and you realize you're talking almost just to hear yourself talk, or because you feel like you're supposed to do it, because you think, oh, I'm streaming, and I've got one person who might actually just be my other profile. I'm not sure, because I shared stuff from my phone, still figuring out Twitch works. You need to use the whole Twitch creators camp to really get my shit down. Is this the... Oh, that's kind of cool. This is the accident we took care of earlier, and they've got the everyone taking care of it. That's pretty sweet. My one lowly viewer, if you are indeed a real person, and not someone from Twitch monitoring my stream, or my own phone, it would be nice to hear something from you, so I know I'm not alone in this deep, dark world. It's cool, it really is. It really is. Maybe when I stream it'll be a time for me to reflect on my life and think, even though that could be a dangerous, dangerous game. Nope. Spider-Man! Let me swing my crane around to help you, Spider-Man. Those are dope shorts. Oh man, they all went to the same store together. I wonder if they went to Kohl's. Got that sweet ass deal on shorts. And I'm not gonna lie, bought a pair of sweet ass joggers from Target. If you don't fuck with Target, you should start. Because Target's legit. Got that red card, saving money on tax, saving like $2 last time I went there. That's right, nothing quite like saving some money. And away we go. Oh no. Now we're done. Oh. Cheese.
Every two-bit mugger thinks he's the next Wilson Fisk. Well, they are going to jail, so...
Well, spoiler alert, if the two of you have not played the first 15 minutes of Spider-Man, or you're waiting for me to do it tomorrow, or later tonight, Big Willie gets put away in like, it's literally the first mission of the game is like take down Wilson Fisk. Because there's actually some cool backstory where he's, Peter's been working with Watanabe, Lieutenant Watanabe, to get solid information on Fisk so they can actually take him down the appropriate way. I think is really cool. I've actually been reading the book that went along with the game. It's actually pretty good. It's not like a fantastic book, but it definitely does switch, whoa. It switches around perspective a lot, which is, I think, is kind of cool, from like Mary Jane and Peter and some other characters. Really just kind of like setting more of the backdrop of this world, which is a lot of fun. Ow. Holy moly. But yeah, no, that was really interesting. And you kind of learn that they've been working about a year, or at least like in where I'm at, they just started their relationship and taken Wilson Fisk in the book. So I'm assuming they talked about how it's going to take like a year to really gather the right amount of information, which I think is pretty cool, because it shows that, hey, when you start, they've really been trying to take out Wilson Fisk. Because if anyone is a fan of the comics knows that Wilson Fisk is kind of a pain in the ass. The kingpin of crime, they call him.
Huh. Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check.
Oh, sweet. Superior level up. Alright. I think it would be really cool if, like, determining, like, the amount of time you play, like, slowly. Like, I know they don't have a day-night cycle in the game. There are story modes, or during story missions, certain things happen where the time of day changes, but after the game you can actually change the time of day you want. So I like daytime versus dusk or night. I think it's just more... I like the light, what can you say? But it would be kind of cool to slowly see that construction grow. Like actually see buildings grow, which I know would be like a crazy hard game mechanic and not worth all the time and effort, but it would be pretty cool to see. Up. In the
Don't you guys watch
face.
horror movies? Splitting up is always a bad idea.
I like the little clips. They make me laugh. As I said yesterday, I think it's the dad jokeness of them that I really find heartwarming. It's touching, really. It's quite sweet. We are getting close to finish up this round of web zipping. I really do think the best way to do this is on the lamp post, because I think I can just do them kind of quick and move pretty smooth. Bam! Takedown central. Yeah, nothing quite like doing just like 6 takedowns. It's just so much fun. You just really, really feel powerful, which is cool. When they shoot their own guys, because you'd think that, like, you know, that would, like, I can understand Spider-Man taking a bullet. Maybe it's his suit, maybe, you know, the whole super spider power. But, like, when one of the guys shoots his other guy, you'd think that that would kind of mess him up.
Every two-bit mugger thinks he's the next Wilson Fisk.
Wait for me, choo-choo train. Free fall.
Need immediate backup for a chase in progress. Witness reported location is Sugar Hill.
What does that even mean? Free citizens don't recognize your authority. I think you can just, like, not recognize the police's authority. I don't think that's how that works.
Reinforcements. I guess this is what they call organized crime.
No guns. Puny spider. I am going to beat the Spider-Man. I don't know why all the boots sound rugged and gruff. Rough and tough and...
That concludes our Spider-Man car tour of
Wonder what it would feel like to be webbed. I feel like it'd be sticky, gross, but maybe kind of like nice. Like, you know when you want to wrap up in a blanket and sleep like you're in a cocoon? And pretend that when you're finished sleeping you become a beautiful butterfly. That's just me, I totally understand. Alright, so benchmark, how we doing? Alright, so we're getting about 100 for every back and forth we go. So that's not too bad. It's give or take. So we just have to do this 30 more times. Awesome. See, I think tomorrow or later tonight, when we actually do like the playthrough, maybe I don't know, I'd say maybe I make more of a point to do more point launches. But one, it's not really crucial. I'm just doing this because, like, I've got an hour. I wanted to stream something. And I feel like this just kind of gives a little bit more to do than fitting whatever we can in that first hour between cutscenes, tutorials, stuff like that. So there's that. But I think in the next gameplay, I think I'm not going to necessarily focus too much on the benchmarks. This is something I just felt like I could do because I wanted more. But no, I think streaming the whole game from scratch and doing all the things, going for another 100% run, I think it would be a ton of fun.
Reported in progress. Please proceed to Columbia.
Alright. Oh, I missed him. Bam. Hey, dudes.
Man, Fisk goes away and suddenly it's amateur hour. Crap, this was a mistake!
This was a mistake! Oh, snap. Skyrim finished installing. I don't know if you guys will show up that, but that's kind of cool. I didn't know Skyrim had another update. Who knew? I don't know who I'm messing with? You mean it's not just random street thugs? Hi, what's your name? Aw, man, I just want to know your name, you son of a bitch.
We're all going to jail. Well, I bet
Now he's
you'll
got
be
no
as good at
teeth and he
breaking out
can't
as you
speak. What a mumble mouth. Those ones are a lot of cool. A lot of cool? That's not a fucking sentence at all. Those ones are really cool. Or a lot of fun. Two separate thoughts. Though when you smash them together, because you're a mumble mouth, you get a lot of cool. It's a whole lot of cool shit. Shout out to Kinda Cool Greg. Yes, citizens, 'tis I. There's nothing to fear, because I am here. So 2 games I'm also thinking about streaming later. When they come out. Benny and the Ink Machine, because I am a horrible wuss and terrified of all things spooky. But my girlfriend loves scary things, so I think that might be a fun one to do together. That and My Hero 1 Justice, because I love My Hero Academia. It is so hype, especially that movie. I think it'd be a ton of fun to be able to play a fighting game based off of My Hero characters. I'm not huge into fighting. Well, I'm not good at fighting games, right? I know that they take a lot of practice and skill. I like the Dragon Ball games, like Xenoverse. I thought Xenoverse was a ton of fun. Not so much a fighting game, like your Budokais and stuff like that. But I think My Hero 1 Justice would be a game I'd like to actually get into and do well. For a little bit, I was doing well with, and I don't know, if you guys would consider this to be a fighting game, let me know. The City of Final Fantasy game, NT, that came out. That was a lot of fun. I love Final Fantasy, and it was a cool way to see those characters again. I loved the first 2 Dissidia games. That was a blast. But I was getting pretty good at the most recent one. I never actually played online because I didn't super understand the not the supportive mechanics that well. But it'd be interesting to get back into one day. I know it's probably got its own culture and whatnot now, and maybe I wouldn't fit in too well. I'm not a very good specific online gaming guy. I really do like my single player games and my stories. The competitiveness isn't super my jam, right? But it's no big deal. I just like sharing the love with people, getting people's stories out there, having people's voices heard, playing dope games, and kind of bringing together people for a community where they can all feel comfortable. That's my jam.
Serious car accident down there. Looks bad. Almost got it. Hold on.
Rob the store.
Thanks, big guy. Need to find the people who caused this.
I wonder if I left
gotta
a
be
lot
nearby.
before these, or this is just like a new type of mission. Yup. Hey guys.
I'm losing him. Gotta catch up.
Alright, boys.
On your licenses, guys. That pile up like a doozy.
I think it's just you, right? Yeah. Ow. Yeah, ow. Those ones, I'm 50-50 on whether I get them or not. I feel like it's always pretty tough.
Thank you.
Mhm. You know, it's interesting. Kind of just thinking out my thought process for everyone to hear. And maybe someone's feeling the same way. Trying the Twitch thing just because recent college graduate, graduated in the broadcast and cinematic arts field, which surprisingly, if you didn't know, competitive job market. Something I'm very familiar with. I knew when I was going into it, but I loved it so much. It was a passion. That feeling I got when like I could make people happy or bring a smile to their face by something I made was really cool, right? I've always said like my life's goal is I want to make as many people happy, ground pound, best way possible. And for me, I felt like that's through broadcasting, or at least through content creation. Granted, I didn't do a whole lot stuff on my own outside of school when I had the objective and whatnot, something I kind of felt like I needed. But you know, graduation came and I came home with my lady to live with my parents for a little bit because my dad was getting married, and I thought that was important, especially the fact that I got ordained so I could perform the ceremony, which was really, really cool. It was a great wedding. Well, we had said, okay, come August, we'll save up some money and then we'll head out. And then, you know, some financial stuff happened. Didn't have the money we needed. We were going to move to Austin. Moving to Austin from Michigan, hella expensive. Moving in general is hella expensive. Which I think everyone who's ever done it can attest to. So we didn't have the money. We got some jobs, started making a little bit of money, saving stuff up. And I think it's a combination of not really having found work, but also giving up at looking, just because that it hasn't even really been rejection. It hasn't been hearing anything. It's been kind of tough to swallow. When feeling like I was doing some really good stuff at school, and of course, you know, the moment you get out of school, it's a much bigger pond. Doesn't necessarily matter so much anymore. So now it's trying to figure out, how do I make an impression? How do I, some small guy from Michigan, do anything? And what is it that I want to do? I think that's the more, that's a better question to be looking at. You know I love video games, I love anime, I love these communities, and I want to be a voice in them. I don't necessarily know how. Maybe it's just starting small, right? Like, right now, my one Twitch viewer, who realistically is a friend that I know who doesn't have an account, so they can't write in the chat or something, or is just straight up me on my computer to monitor the chat, saying that there's one person watching. I'm not sure. And I'm not saying like I want to blow up on Twitch and have thousands of viewers all the time and be like a ninja or someone like that. That's not really the point. This is just so I'm doing something and doing it. But there's that constant fear, and I don't know if it's that I'm not good enough or whatnot.
Extrapolate where the kidnappers might have gone. Pardon me.
It's interesting. But I have these ideas, and sometimes it comes down to it, and I just can't bring myself to do it. You know? Like, my dad was talking about it'd be a good idea to do some sort of documentary on Pokemon Go, and I really just have no interest in doing that at all. But maybe it's something that I need to do, and then I figure like, oh, well, I have to work this waiter job and all sorts of stupid shit like that. I'm just trying to figure out what matters. And at the end of the day, almost at this point, I just want to do a job that I can feel confident in. Not that I can't feel confident in waiting tables, it's nice, but something a little more. Having my own space. I think I'm feeling stuck. But I think it also can be feeling a mixture of combinations where you just make up excuses to feel better about the shitty situation you're in, or the shitty situation that I've created for myself, you know? So, yeah, that's Random Thoughts with Josh. Thank you, one viewer, for listening to my depressive ramblings. Ha 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 ha.
Spider-Man.
Thanks, big guy. You're okay, man. Glad I stopped that. Could have gotten ugly fast.
I'm just in my own head too much. Maybe Twitch isn't the right place to be contemplating life decisions or complaining. I know that Christian dance like no one's watching. Is there a thing that says talk like no one's listening? Just say whatever you want to say and let whatever happen happen. Be a fun expression.
All units, civilians are trapped following a vehicle collision. Location
Of course
is
they are.
Cathedral.
Serious car accident down there. Looks bad.
Not what I wanted to grab.
Don't panic. I'm
Sorry
here.
for anyone I just hit with a garbage can that I threw. Or someone I just whipped a car door at.
I've got you. Spider-Man! A bunch of guys robbed a bodega and took off to an 80. They caused the wreck. I need to find whoever caused this wreck before anyone else gets hurt.
Thank you, citizens. You guys are in a, oh, broken car in an alley.
I'm losing him. Gotta catch up. Hate to tell you this, guys.
Oops, sorry about the mic.
Driver's ed in your future. Curbside service. Hey, what?
And reinforce. Oh no, that's just a hit and run. That's why. No reinforcements for hit and run. You know, don't quote me on this, but I think I heard that Insomniac actually had some graffiti artists come in to do some art for the random walls and stuff in the city, which I think is really cool. It's those small attentions to detail that can be really appreciated. It's also, you know, really common that they go unappreciated because people don't necessarily see them or think about all the hard work and hours of work, not only in creating the art, but then coding it in and everything like that to go into the game.
Drug trade's gotten more aggressive.
Gross, drug dealing.
Gotta stomp that out. Aw, you guys are like little kingpins in training. So cute.
Yeah, maybe they're shooting rubber bullets, because that guy just got shot and just kind of fell over.
I'm losing her. Gotta catch up.
Up.
Just drop me off at the jail. No reason. Carjacker delivery.
I would like to see, like, where those guys get hung up. That'd be kind of fun. Like, I webbed that guy. It would be cool to go back and see that he's just, like, hanging in the tree.
Definitely top 5. Or bottom 5.
But I also understand that would be a little much.
All units, got a reported break-in. Available officers move in on Garvey Park.
Man, Fist goes away and suddenly it's amateur hour. Great news. You'll see all your friends again in jail.
Can I get an autograph?
Alrighty. Oop. Let's check benchmarks again. Alright, we're about 2,000 away. Slowly but surely. Making our way there. It would be pretty cool to see all those checks marked.
Active drug deal reported. Any units in the vicinity, please respond. Report came in from Douglas.
Hey guys, you got prescriptions for this stuff?
Something tells me no.
Open fire! That hurt!
Don't pistol at me. Yeah. That's gonna like break his fucking back.
Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal.
Come on,
Police
Spidey.
are coming, so I'm going.
Up. Yoink. So we average about 100 each time. We're going to do 2,000 more. So there's 20 trips back and forth. No big deal. Could do that in no time.
All units advised. Witnesses are reporting armed mugging.
Armed
Location is
mugging?
Firehouse on the west
I need to
side.
go get risk control. Thanks, Derek Comedy.
Who wants a picture?
All you guys not armed? Shit, I guess you are, aren't you? We'll just take away all your toys. No guns for anyone. Stop picking up those heckin' guns. Hello. Goodbye.
Every two-bit mugger thinks he's the next Wilson
Wheels and
Fisk.
Fisk. By the time this stream is over, everyone will be able to get ready for the Kind of Funny morning show. I can't recommend enough. Normally I just listen to it on the podcast. I'm not usually around when it's live, or I'm doing other stuff. I'm a podcast kind of guy. Listen to them while at work. Well, not while I work, but like if I'm folding laundry, doing chores, the whole nine.
Come on, fellas. Can't
Listening to
keep ducking in
podcasts.
like this.
Always a good time. Especially kind of funny. I like a combination of comedy, enjoyment. Really does feel like you're hanging out with just some friends, as well as all the information on things like Games Daily and stuff. And the Gamescast. Gamescast is good too. Yeet. And stick to the wall.
Drugs are maybe my most disliked criminal activity.
I like this one too. This is really cool.
Or bottom 5. However that works.
Officers respond. We've got a 10-10 narcotics in progress. Any officers in Nomad, please respond.
We're not muggers. You're muggers.
Oh, come on, fellas.
Oh, that would've
Can't
been
keep
cool.
ducking income tax like this.
Quit playing around!
That was a cool move.
Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check. Wait a minute, what's that feeling? Do I...
Oh, that was dope. Police sirens? Okay, Tobey Maguire, rock hard.
All units, a break-in was just reported. Officers needed in Tenderloin. Please copy.
Nothing quite like some good tenderloin for dinner.
Not short-handed, no. Oh no! It's Spider-Man!
Spider-Man fist goes away and suddenly it's amateur hour.
Oh no, it's Spider-Man. Goodbye, dude. Oh. Looks like he just straight up died. I am. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Punched you a little too hard there, champ.
I'd actually let you break in.
Is
You'd go away
Oscorp
for
the
a
tallest
lot longer.
building? I wonder. Nope. And also, can I? Nope. Okay. I gotta find the right building. There we go. So I can do it with some Oscorp. I'm pretty sure this is Oscorp. I don't think it's Avengers Tower. Let's see. Just because one of the big things is, like, I know Empire State Building. Oh, maybe this isn't Oscorp. But you can't do this. And then free fall all the way down. And it feels like this is longer than,
Attention units, we've a possible
than, Avengers
location
Tower.
is Hudson Town.
So we'll see. I mean, of course, we can obviously just do the math on it, which is probably what we'll end up doing when we start doing this this benchmark. I'll do it one more time, and then finish this round, and then we'll probably call it a day.
Pursuit in progress. Officers needed at Tribeca. Please copy.
Tribeca Film Festival? Oh. Don't you have some supervillains to fight? Oh. Yoink. Alright. I think on that note, I'm gonna call this stream for right now. Saving. I think, yeah, I think it was fun. Got a little stuff done. If I don't have, like I said, if I don't have to work tonight, we'll have to see. But I'll definitely be back on, and we'll start that new game. So thank you if you showed up. If you liked it, awesome. Let me know. You can tweet at me at Josh Biddick. And yeah, I'd love to hear from people, and we'll see you later.